In this video, if you are going up against a team or in a league that only runs a man-to-man defense, you can run these simple plays. This first one is a pin down screen from our bigs. So basically our bigs are going to start at the free throw line, and we're going to have smaller players who are down along the low post. What we're essentially trying to do here is set these pin down screens to a fact or to a point where the other team forces a switch. The reason why this is so important is because now with the switch, if let's say there's a 2-5 switch, well now player 2 has a slower player on him and player 5 has a smaller guy on him, which now means that we need to pass to this side so that now player 2 can either beat his man off the dribble and get to the rim, or he can pass into player 5, where now player 5 can go to work on a smaller player and should be a basket every single time. This works out on the perimeter as well. So for example, if you were to run the 5-out offense, which is down in the description below for the complete guide, and a lot of different 5-out plays, so definitely go check that out. But if we were to set a pin down screen here, which is the exact same play, but we're just spread out to the 3-point line, now with player 2 using that screen, he could be open for the 3, but if there was a switch and player 5 rolls to the basket, now there's a massive mismatch down here where player 2 can pass player 5 that ball for the layup. Another great option is, again, a box offense, but we're going to have players 2 and 5. They're going to be setting that screen across. Now we're going to have our bigs in the low and our smaller players up along the free throw line here. When they set this screen, well, now player 4 is going to be going to the post. Player 3 is going to be going out towards the perimeter. And what we are hoping for here is a quick tic-tac-toe style play where player 3 gets that ball, passes it down to player 4 for the layup, or player 3 just may be open for the 3 anyways. There's a few different ways that you can set this up too, and it can actually be quite beneficial. So for example, we could have a big on this side and a big on this side with our smallest player here and our next smallest player here. We'll set the same cross screen. Player 3 will use that screen, and what we're hoping for here is for there to be a switch. Because if there's a switch on this screen, now there could be player 2's defender guarding player 5, in which case now we're in that mismatch once again, and we can go to work in that low post and should be able to finish with a layup. We can actually run this same exact play as a 5-out offense, where we would have player 3 set that screen away, player 2 to set that screen away, and player 4 to do a high cut across the free throw line, and player 5 to go to the low post, in which case this can be a tic-tac-toe play again, hopefully for a mismatch down low. Players 3 and 2 better be clearing out. So if there's player 2's defender on player 5, this would be again a simple layup that you can have with your team. Now, one of my favorite plays of all time is a play that we used to call Go Green. Now, what this basically does is we're going to have the bigs up high and, of course, the smalls down in the low post once again. What we're going to be doing here is a screen up top with both players 5 and 4. When they set that screen, players 2 and 3 need to cross and get out towards the corners. And now player 4 is going to be setting that screen. 5 is going to be setting that screen. Player 1 is going to either go right or left. It doesn't matter. If he was to go right, he has the option to attack. He has the option to kick the ball out depending on what player 2's defender is doing. And of course, player 4 is going to roll towards the basket and could be open there as well. Now, we actually run this play with the U14 team that I coach. We call it just simply a screen. We don't call it anything special. We just call it screen. And that means both of these guys need to set that screen up top. And player 1 is going to use that screen as well, which is absolutely fantastic and super easy to run. One more play that we like to run as well, which is very simple that you can run against man-to-man defenses, is a play that we call SNR. Player 2 and player 4 need to set that screen both at the exact same time. They cannot get there at different times. They need to create a wall and they need to be there at the exact same time. Player 1 is going to use that screen. He can either pull for the 3 or attack the rim. Player 4 is going to pop out for a 3, and player 2 is going to roll towards the basket. And this can get us some easy layups. What you will find is player 3's defender will come and play help defense, in which case we can kick that ball out for a 3-point shot. Make sure to go check out my complete guide to the 5-out offense down in the description below. I hope that this video has helped you win more basketball games. If it has, hit that like button and subscribe.